So to really hammer home the point of how this emerging generation approaches work, I'd like to use a personal story. It was about a year ago. I was talking to a group of about 500 folks, and we were in a Q&A portion. There was a gentleman in the front row that asked a great question. I did the best I could to respond to his question, and I ended my response with this. I said, because if not, your next gen employee will use LinkedIn to find a new job by lunch, right? And they're thinking, okay, yeah, that's probably right. But when I said that comment from the person in the back of the room, there was a brave millennial in the room there, and she shouted out over 500 people. She said, why wait until lunch? You can't make this stuff up, right? And the whole group erupted. And then we sat in that comment because it was very indicative of this emerging generation. And we started to unpack it. And what we discovered that day was everyone in the room, and you are just the same, everyone in the room, as individuals, we are now empowered consumers, aren't we? Because we have a supercomputer in the palm of our hands, you can go to your favorite store and you can price check in the aisle. You are an empowered consumer now. In the same way, this next generation of employees are empowered employees. If they feel dissatisfied, if they feel disengaged, they're a finger swipe away from going somewhere else. So again, the stakes have never been higher for us as leaders to engage this next generation and to create experiences and to create workplaces that truly engage and attract this next generation. So we've got to step up to the challenge. So ultimately, what we learned that day was this: mobile technology and ubiquitous connectivity have empowered the next generation. So the final strategy for you to consider today is this: enhance the employee experience. We talk a lot about customer experience, candidate experience. And I think we miss oftentimes the employee experience. And I think oftentimes that's where it starts, right? So I'd love for you to consider to identify any friction points throughout the entire employee life cycle. What does it look like to apply? What does it look like to train, onboard, offboard? Are there friction points? And if there are, how can you smooth those out? Because again, this generation is just one small speed bump away from going somewhere else.